Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel Technobabble. I am the Technobabbler here with my first ever official build video, and I am equally parts excited and nervous because I need to figure out what I can talk to you about for the next 20 some odd minutes. Of course, I guess after editing I could speed this up a bit and you guys would be a little bit wiser because you'd go, Techno, this video isn't 20 minutes long. Why did you think you need to talk for so long? Because I've never done a build video, so I am so excited that you guys have stopped by to watch my first ever build video. As you can see here on screen, we are well into the build, and I have yet to talk about any of it. But this is my first speed build, so I'm hoping you guys will cut me a little bit of slack. So let me give you sort of the idea behind this house. So this house is going to be in the Into the Occult series following, well, Into the Occult world, and this is in the Apothecary and the Witch, and this is literally not right across the street but just down the street. So I'm replacing a household that was there with this household, and the idea behind this house is I wanted to make a haunted house. I've never had a haunted house ever. So, of course, I couldn't just build an empty house without a Sims backstory and all that jazz. So what I have done is I am calling this the Spirit House. And this is slightly based off of one of my favorite anime, which is called Spirited Away. And inside Spirited Away, there is a bathhouse or a spa, let's say, where spirits and such can go to rejuvenate, relax, get fed, and then go about their evening relaxing before they have to go back to their spirit world or the other world where they have to perform their tasks or their daily lives, etc., etc. So I wanted to create a house where ghosts and other supernatural beings could come and relax. So in this house, I'm planning on having 2 Sims live here. One you may have already met in the cast video. That's Wallace Zazu, and he is a spirit and the original owner of the house. So the house dates back centuries ago when he first lived here. And it wasn't a spirit house then. It was just his house. And there have since been a few modifications since one of the other people have moved into the house. So if you are following the Apothecary and the Witch series, you know we have Liliana Clay, who is a witch. And there's no witches in The Sims. We all know that, not yet at least, and I'm hoping we do get a witch pack very soon. If any Sim Guru is listening or watching, A, thanks for listening and watching my channel, and B, could we get that witch pack soon? Because that would be really awesome. Since we don't have a witch pack yet, I went ahead and created this universe where there are witches and wizards and warlocks and the like, and I'd like to see some more things. Now, I don't do any CC, so there is no CC and no mods in my gameplay, so you should definitely check it out and if you are into that sort of thing. But what I'm doing is Liliana is a vampire, and the way it works is she is using her vampiric powers much like a witch would use her powers. So I'm trying to focus on some of the things that are more spell-like versus, something that, like, she probably will never create a vampire because I'm not really wanting her to be a vampire. She's a witch, not a vampire. And since I'm making up the rules as we go along with this new witchcrafting power, I thought Liliana's powers seem more on the dark arts. So I wanted to have a Sim who was also a witch who focused on the light side, or, if you're fans of Hocus Pocus, a clever little white witch. And so I came across a Sim on Twitter once. The creator was Chubit83, and what I really liked about this Sim was she was stunning. She's very mystical looking, very magical looking, and I saw that Sim and all of a sudden this story started to unfold in my mind. So I came up with this idea after seeing this one Sim that would be my clever little white witch who would have powers that would not be on the dark art side of things. And instead of focusing on mischief and voodoo dolls and vampiric powers, she's going to focus some of her energy into the, I guess it's wellness. And I want her to be able to teleport, and I want her to be able to help these other spirit sims sort of get some energy and feel better about themselves. And so that is what is going to happen in this house across the street and down the road a little bit from the Clay residence. A little bit more about the backstory about the house. Since I mentioned that Wallace Zazu owned this house and it's like centuries old, that's why I thought it would also lend itself to being a haunted house. And then perhaps this clever little witch moved in to help these spirits find peace or find rest. And while doing so, she really created a new market for the spirit world where they can come and relax and stay a couple days and, you know, enjoy good drinks, good food, good music, and just not have to worry about anything. They don't have to worry about being dead. They don't have to worry about what's going to happen next. They are just sort of rejuvenating, which kind of lends itself to after a sim dies, they might stop by here first because they don't know what to do. And the sim who is my clever little white witch, who her current name I believe is Katrina. I might keep it Katrina just to honor Chubit's creation because it's really cool. Will really just help the spirits figure out what their next step is. And until they know what that is, whether it's passing on and disconnecting from the physical world or staying in the world and continuing whatever tasks they needed to complete, Katarina, which I just looked up, that's what her name is, Katarina, not Katrina. Katarina will help the Sims figure out what they're going to do or what they should do. So, as you can see here in the build, I was playing around with this chimney. I've seen some people do some really cool stuff with a roofing to make a really cool chimney, and then I totally changed my mind, and I'm like, you know what I want? I want different leveled smoke stacks because this house deserves multiple smokestacks. So I guess that means I should have multiple fireplaces since I have all these chimneys, which is the same thing as a smokestack depending on where you live. I don't know what you guys call it, but those are the two things that I've called it in my lifetime. So I wanted to do that. So I had just recently learned of the amazing power of, Control 0 or Control 9 to make things move up or down. And as you can see in the video right here, I was working on doing that and I was able to successfully lower something. I think that was Control 0. I think it was 0. To move something down or move an object up. That's using the cheat with move objects on. So I had to do that. So I guess if you download this house, you should have move objects on in order to download the house with everything being placed where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, it might get a little borked. You will also learn, as this is my first ever build video, that this has been quite the process for me, you guys. I have 5 different recordings. 3 of them are 30 minutes long, and then the other 2 are hours long, an hour and a change long. And so I sped them up. I don't know what the proper speed is. I don't know if this is too fast. I don't know if it's too slow. Please let me know in the comments below because this is literally my first ever build video. If this is the right speed for watching and the right storytelling for telling you what's going on. I can tell you also with my current setup, I do not know how many of these speed build videos I can possibly handle. Well, I mean, I know how many I can handle, but my laptop is seriously lacking the processing power and the hard drive storage space to do hour-long videos upon hour-long videos sped up. My hard drive has 1 gigabyte of space left while I'm trying to edit this video and do this voiceover. So it's a little intense, and it likes to keep reminding me that I'm almost out of storage. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It may be my first and last speed video that I ever do until I get a different laptop to manage the space issue as well as the processing power. That being said, it's going to be a 2-parter, you guys. I know, because I have watched so many of these amazing speed videos, that I am a weird builder. Everyone builds the outside of their house first, all the way up, all the windows, all the doors, everything, and then they go inside and start, doing a layout. The way my brain works does not let me do that. I have to, build the outside, and then build some inside, and then I haven't even built the upstairs, and then I have to build all manner of things before. It's definitely not any video I have ever watched. I've never seen anyone build this way. So I'm not saying I'm a unique builder. I'm saying I am an out there builder because I've not seen anyone build like this. Like, you will see all of my indecisiveness, how I have to place everything, how I have to paint the walls 6-7 times before I pick the right one, and then inevitably going back to the first one. Like, just look at this right now. I couldn't pick a flooring. I had to keep changing the flooring up. I could not even pick like a color theme for this room. Like, I knew I wanted it to be light, maybe a little bit on the white side, but then I could not find the furniture to match. I couldn't find the wallpaper I wanted. It was like every little thing that could annoy me did. But I really did have a lot of fun building it. I just take a really long time to build. And I don't put a lot of clutter in either. So you'll see, like, this is a pretty like sparse house. If I add it up to the gallery, I might add some more clutter in, but I usually don't like to have too much clutter. Now, that being said, that says a lot about me. I personally don't like a lot of clutter in my house. I am probably a minimalist. Now, my wife is not a minimalist, and so there are lots of other things. And my son is definitely not a minimalist, so he's got lots of stuff all over the house. Like, just looking around the room right now, there are video games everywhere, there are controllers everywhere, there are books everywhere, there are DVDs everywhere, there are video games everywhere, there are the amiibos everywhere. There's a lot of stuff around me. But maybe that's why in The Sims I like to keep things not so cluttered. Now, you guys see this big bar that I'm building? I love this big bar. Watching it back, I love how big this bar is. It's going to all change. It's going to all change because I kept adding to this house. It was like I could not have enough space for things. And I knew, so I literally like dreamt up this house. Like, I started thinking, I want a big giant porch. Not a full wraparound porch, but I want a big giant porch. So that's what you guys see. I've been working on this porch. Then I literally would daydream about walking up to the house, how tall it would be on its foundation, what it would look like when I first go through the first set of doors. And one of the rooms I really like, and I don't think it's quite yet finished, we'll pop down there in a minute, I'm sure, it's not even close to being finished, is the front. You go through the front door, and immediately to your right, there's almost like this, I wouldn't call it like a greenhouse, and I don't know the proper term for it. It's kind of like a sun porch or something, but I love how the room turns out. So I'm going to stop talking about that room because it hasn't even been finished yet. We've got a lot going on, and I am suspecting now that I am 12 minutes into this recording. That's right, I'm telling you guys how many minutes I am into this recording, even though I may speed it up because I want you to understand the process, because I am learning so much about the process of building and creating these speed build videos from you guys and from actually doing it, because that's the way I learn. I like to try, I like to watch, I love watching speed build videos, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to put some links below of some people you need to check out who do the best build videos. Shout out to Arrow Builds, shout out to Green Screen YouTube or Green Screen YT. You guys do amazing builds. There are so many other amazing builders to shout out, but those are the first two that pop into my head right now as I'm talking to you guys. This is my first speed build. I hope you guys are not hating me for not shouting you out, because I just thought of like at least 4 more simmers that I should shout out. So I'm going to do that right now. Sim Noobsy, you are an amazing builder, and I love that you are starting to dabble into LPs, which is what I am very comfortable with. These build videos are so difficult. I am amazed that you do such an amazing job with them, because this is a lot of work. I can't believe how much energy you put into this. So kudos to you. Sim Michelle, I totally understand how come you do so much wonderful stream building. I loved joining your streams. I love watching you build on stream. I totally want to get into that world, but again, my processing power and my laptop is not lending me to do that just yet. But I'm going to get there, I promise you. I'm going to have some vacation time, and I'm going to get to doing some streaming, because I think if I streamed, it would be a lot more casual, and I could talk to you guys about what I'm doing, and it could take a really long time, and it seems like the streaming world, that's just okay to do that. That's why I have to do this. I don't know if I told you earlier, because I can't even remember what I said, because I've been talking for 14 minutes. this is going to be a two-parter. I think I pretty much finish off the downstairs, but I don't even touch the upstairs in this video, and it's still 20-something minutes long. I don't know how you guys do this. Like, this would take me a whole week of recording regularly and building, and then my computer couldn't even handle all of the video footage if I tried to put it together. So I'm totally leaving out other builders, and I know that I am because this is really just stream of consciousness talking out loud while I watch my video in a sped up way. And right now I'm changing those chimneys up. You guys see that? That was like so obnoxious when I decided that the upstairs needed to be way bigger, because I'm like, no one could sleep up here. There could be like one room barely. I really wanted that big open space upstairs, so then I started manipulating this whole upstairs. Then off camera, I started looking at all these pictures, because really I was thinking sort of like big Southern American, like home on the farm, big plantation style house. And I really started like second guessing myself, but I really wanted it to come out like, I wanted it to fit in what is this, Forgotten Hollow, Foggy Hollow? I can't even remember the name, and I've been playing it for a while. But I wanted it to fit in the architecturally like that, but I also wanted it to have that feeling of like big southern welcoming home for my Sims who are going to live here, to welcome in all of the spirits. And like, I like to think not just spirits, but like, I think Liliana will be welcomed there so she can come and rejuvenate. I think even like, Gilbert should be welcome here too. I think everyone is welcome here to come and relax. Also, I should mention that I've never used any of the spa day stuff. That's not true. I've never used any of the spa like equipment in a house or in a build, and I'm pretty much obsessed with wanting to build a spa, but I am nowhere near ready to record that and produce a video for you guys. Okay, so we are working on that room that I'm really excited about. Oh, I just put windows in, that's all. All right, now I'm moving into the dining room, which was really fun. I had a lot of fun. I really wanted to place like this floor tile with the wood and then make my own carpet and do all these things. I guarantee it's all going to change. I guarantee it. I'm watching the video, I'm recording right now, but I'm telling you guys, I know that kitchen or that dining room changes because I needed it to be something else, or I keep extending the house. It's like, I wanted this house to be like, not overly large. I mean, there's just two people living in it and then some spirits who come and haunt the place and hang out, but I needed to keep expanding this house. I needed to be bigger and then bigger and then bigger. Did you see how many floor tiles I went through? I think I went through like 3 or 4 before I even chose something. You guys, I love that you are watching my process and seeing my indecision in everything I do. Even after I finish this build, I go back and I look at the kitchen, and then I started thinking, maybe I should change the counters because they're not quite what I was going for. But then I think, what am I going for? I'm creating the house up as I go along, so I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am starting to learn why you guys have so much fun making these speed builds. It's kind of fun to just like talk to you for 20-something minutes about whatever I feel like. I kind of really enjoy it. So I totally threw a Twitter poll up today for like, I think it was like 5 hours, just asking you, what do you like to hear during your speed build videos, especially considering they're like 20 minutes long. And I got such great responses back. Basically, you guys wanted to hear me rant and rave for 20 minutes. So again, like I said, this is really fun. I just sort of completed the kitchen. Okay, I love this part right here. I was obsessed with creating that little like server area, right? And I loved the rounded edges of that spa day pack, but it did not match this house and it was driving me crazy. So then I chose a different color. This is what I'm telling you. This whole room is about to change. Well, okay, that's not true. I feel like I rarely use rugs in my builds because I watch you guys speed build and somehow you always grab like the most perfect rug for a room and you put it down and I'm like, what is that rug? How have I never seen that rug before? And this is me trying to find those rugs, those absolutely amazing rugs that you guys find that you put down in rooms that just look so stunning. And I'm like, I don't think I even like that rug. I mean, it kind of works, but it's not near what I was wanting. I just kind of went with like a red and white theme for this dining area. And I absolutely don't hate it, but I absolutely wanted something completely different. But I was struggling with, then I'll have to alter the whole size of the house again. Look at that plant. It was way too big. I really wanted like a specific size plant or specific plant. Here we go. I love the indecision. I'm just looking and looking and looking. I don't know how you guys, I guess builders just regularly build and just find exactly what they want and kind of have a better idea. Like when you're dreaming up a house, maybe you know what you're going to place. I do not know the inventory of the stuff packs and game packs that well to really like imagine that. I can walk into a house, I can see a layout, I have a concept, I have an idea, and then I have to hunt and peck for every little item. But maybe it makes for a great video. I don't know. You guys have to let me know in the comments below. I totally just spoke over the entire like building of one of my favorite rooms in this house. So there's just a little chess table there for people to come play chess. But you'll notice in the corner I put that round table and I put one of those. I think it's like a sparkly bubbly drink or something that you can create, and it's from the spa day pack. I don't even remember. I think I've used it like barely once. I don't think I've used it in any of my videos, but I've used it in some gameplay, and I'm like, what is this little drink tray? I totally envision like going back to that sort of like southern, big plantation home. Someone would walk up and they'd offer you a nice big sweet tea or something of that nature, and I wanted to put that in there. Now we're into a bathroom, and again, look at me going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know how you guys do it. How do you possibly like build just the exterior and then film the interior? I cannot wrap my head around it. Okay, I do like this part right here. So I wanted to have a place to sit out front, and then I decided, you know what would be out front? These chairs from the Spa Day pack, because she is going to become a wellness expert, and this would be a great place for a spirit or other occult character to come and relax on the front porch and just watch time go by, or maybe get a massage while they're sitting in the massage chair, or perhaps they could even recline and just relax. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I totally off camera built like a little spa, like a sauna. I love building the sauna, and then my son was watching me build this, and while I'm building the interior, you see how many different wood panelings I went through? He's critiquing me on all of them, and I finally said, I love you, but I can't have you help me with this build because it will take 6 times as long, and I'm only doing this as a first part. You guys, I don't even build the top floor yet. I'm sorry. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe it's totally okay, and you guys love this video just as it is, and you'll enjoy when I do the top floor as well. Just a second, we're going to go into one of my other favorite rooms. So I am calling this room the parlor, and I literally dreamed up this room. It did not turn out quite the way I wanted it because I just felt like I couldn't find the spacing right. Like I really liked that bigger bar that I had. And then I thought, you know what? Do you really need a whole big bar in the parlor? I think this would be a normal sized parlor bar. And then again, this room's going to keep changing. Like, I can't help myself. It keeps changing because I didn't know what I wanted. And then when I saw, like, a door, like that door, I was like, I love that door. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, this door, I love this door. Oh, it works. Let's use it. I mean, that's quite literally, like, the process that I go through when I'm building because I cannot think of these specific little details, but I love to dream up the houses. So this room, I don't even know. Yeah, I completed. This room here is going to be like a study library space. I really want it like a room just filled to the brim with books and a place to like maybe write and just kind of relax. And then I kept thinking, what else would you put in this room? Like, it's not a gaming room, but there's so much space. What should I have it be? So do you guys see me going through these rugs? This is my example of rug drama. Like, watch, it's going to change. I guarantee it's not going to be that rug. It's going to change again. See? There it goes. Because I cannot find the rugs as easily as you guys do, and I can never find the perfect rug. How do you find these perfect rugs for these rooms before you start your speed builds? Like, you guys do such an amazing job, and I'm learning so much from you by watching your videos. So I don't know if you just noticed that, but I just put like a gaming table in that room. I don't even remember if I leave it in there because that's how all over the place I am in my builds. So if you have some tips on your builds and how you do your builds so wonderfully, please leave them in the comments below. Watch this part, you guys are going to love this next part. You see these columns? I keep playing with the columns. So I realize now, this far in, this is literally my 5th recording, I got to change out all the columns. I don't like them. They're like stone or marble or something. So I go in and I change them out to these beautiful wooden ones that I just loved the colors of them, but the process for doing that was insane. I literally set them down next to the pillar and then went and moved them in and then deleted the other pillar. It's crazy. Serious kudos to you builders, because this was a labor of love and it was exhausting. Like, don't get me wrong, I could spend probably 3 days building and have fun for every minute of it. That's not even true. You know what I have the most fun doing is Gregor Designs. That is my LP, my hybrid LP build series. That's what I've learned about my gaming style. And I've watched all these videos about other simmers and what kind of simmers there are, and I'm somewhere like in between an architect and storyteller because I love building. Like, this was fun, but I really would get to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm exhausted. I need to like stop building and I need to play some Sims. I need to have some Sims walk around. I need some Sims to have a good time. I don't want to just keep sitting here building. So I don't know how you builders do this. I mean, you must love, love, love it. Oh, you know what we're looking at right now? This is sort of that pond that I wanted to create. I really want it, like, you come off the back porch, there be a, like, I imagine it being like this, like, natural spring that bubbled up, that the owner, Katerina, like, built this fountain and sort of just wanted to create a space for the natural spring so that the spirits could rest and relax in it. Oh, I love this right here. I'm like preparing for putting some plants in, and I don't think I do any sort of landscaping in this video. And you know what? You guys, please count your blessings that I don't do any landscaping in this video, because the video would probably be 1 hour and 46 minutes long, sped up. I'm not even joking. This is like, it's painful. It's painful to turn back and watch. And at the same time, I'm like, wow, look how fast I built all this. This is where I get tricked. I watch all your speed videos, and I think, oh man, they built so fast, and they do such a great job. And then I think I can do it. And then 5 recordings later, and I've only done the downstairs. I don't even think I completed the downstairs, but you get the idea. I love you guys. I love watching your videos. And please, if I am not subscribed to your Sims channel yet, please leave a comment below so I can subscribe. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love watching and supporting other Simmers. You can find me on Twitter at Technobabble. And Simmers Digest is my pet project that I've got going on, where I really just love highlighting all of the amazing work that you guys do. So we are getting very near the end of this video, and I don't even remember how it ends, but you can see I built a little greenhouse there. I needed to put in Apache because I imagine that Katerina casts a spell on Apache to make him come to life. I don't even know if Katerina will make it into like her own LP, but she's going to be in the Apothecary and the Witch. Like, she's definitely going to be a main character that you guys see. So I really hope you've enjoyed my first ever build video. It's still going on while I'm rambling on. I don't know if this is how you do it. I think this might be how you guys do it because, like I said, I've never made one of these before. And I'm having a lot of fun making the video, and if you leave a comment below, let me know if you want me to make the upstairs into a speed build. If I get enough likes and comments saying that you want me to build it, then I will definitely continue to make the upstairs speed build. Just real quick, what you're seeing, I needed a place where where I thought Katerina could come and do yoga with the spirits, because how awesome would that be? Spirits doing yoga. All right, well, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Hopefully, at this point, I put up a screenshot of the current status of the house, just so you can kind of see it from the outside. Hopefully I do that, because right now, I am live recording this, and I'm not editing any of it out, because I think that's just a little bit more fun. If it's terrible, leave me a comment saying it's terrible. Again, you guys, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting my channel. I cannot thank you enough. I mean, obviously, because I think I just said thank you like 6 times in a row. Sorry about that. This is your first video of mine that you've ever seen. Oh my gosh, you guys have got to go back and check out the catalog of LP series that I have, because I'm telling you, I am not doing any justice with showcasing the work that I normally do on my channel with this video. But I hope it's entertaining. I hope you had a couple laughs. I hope you liked watching my process and listening to me babble on about it. And until next time, Tomalagi! Oh my gosh, you are all so amazing for hanging on and watching till the bitter end. I'm going to put a little Easter egg right here for those of you who tuned in all the way to the last minute. It's not quite a face cam, but it is my Animoji. Thank you guys so much for watching.